Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
Hi, I'm here with an album review. The Dillinger Escape Plan with their new album, Dissociation. This came out on Party Smasher Records. This is the Dillinger Escape Plan's sixth album, and possibly their final album ever. This is the follow-up to One of Us is the Killer, which is an album I very much enjoyed. The Dillinger Escape Plan is a very unique band. You know, there's no one really like them. They really influenced a lot of bands. And this album is very strong. And if this is the send-off for them, this is absolutely perfect in my eyes. So this album, to me, is a lot of things. One, it is the chaotic Dillinger Escape Plan that everybody loves. You know, when you think Dillinger Escape Plan, what do you think? Chaos, just craziness. There's a lot of that on here. The first single and the first track on this album, Limerent Death, is one of the most chaotic songs on this album, I'd say. In other songs, Honeysuckle, Apologies not included, or other fantastic tracks. But one thing that I love, and I feel as the Dillinger Escape Plan's career progressed, they did more of this, and that they're a progressive band, you know. They just inject life into all these songs, because to me, this is just my opinion, you can only do so much with chaos. You know, you can only play the same chords or you know, the same patterns and just be crazy so much and so long. So injecting life into their songs, whether it's a big huge hook vocally, you know, clean vocals from Greg or something, or just weird shit on the guitars, you know, I just like the pacing of this album. I feel it just strikes that perfect balance between I'm going to go crazy and I'm going to do something really cool and interesting. And I just feel one just keeps it interesting. You don't know what's around the corner, especially first listen. It's a treat to listen to, I feel. But then, you know, repeated listens, you know, it's still just as exciting. You're picking up on things that you didn't notice before. And then I feel, you know, injecting those type of things, you know, the softer side, maybe you could say, kind of makes the more chaotic moments more tasteful and more exciting, in my opinion. You know, it's not just the whole time. And that's cool. And I think when it comes to the chaotic moments, no one does it like the Dillinger Escape Plan. I mean, they're crazy. They embody just anger. You know, it's great. It's just awesome, you know, they just pour it all out, and it's great. And to me, I know the live show for Dillinger Escape Plan is where it's at, but I still think their records, as good as they sound production-wise, really do capture their sound really well. One thing I feel about this album is that Greg's vocals are just the best that I think he has ever done with Dillinger Escape Plan. I really do. I think his clean vocals sound great, and I just think he has such a range. He is such a talented vocalist that, you know, his screams sound great, and, you know, the end of Limerent Death, when it gets just really crazy and fast, it's like, wow. You know, it just kind of floors you. It's like, man. And then, you know, The second track is probably a great standout track for his clean vocals, Symptoms of a Terminal Illness, which I think is one of the best songs on here. There's also, I love when that song slows down. It's fantastic. I would say Nothing to Forget and the title track are two awesome tracks as well for his vocal performance. It's just, I really do think this is the best performance that he has given, and it's great. And this is part of the reason why it's like, well, if you guys really are going to call it quits, this is a very good thing to go out on. You know, you're at the top of your game, I feel, in terms of musicianship and writing. One thing, you know, when you think Dillinger Escape Plan, like I said earlier, you think chaos, but another thing I think of is I just think of creativity. Dillinger Escape Plan is, you could make a strong argument for the most creative band in music, and especially in the hardcore metal realm. You know, it's just every single song in this album sounds so unique, and then compared to other songs on other albums, it's like, man, you know, it's just, they never really write the same thing twice. They have a style, but they just do so many different things. They're not afraid to try different things. They push themselves out of their box, but still stay very true to themselves and make strong music. That is exciting. You know, I think a lot of bands could look at Dillinger Escape Plan and be like, well, these guys really push themselves almost every album to do different things and just, you know, keep it fresh. But still, they're very much themselves. Still, that's cool, man. They are one of the best bands I think ever to do that. I just think this is a really good album, dude. I think from start to finish, it is just, it's awesome. It's catchy. It's angry. It's beautiful. It's everything. It's, you know, it's just creative piece after creative piece. The guitars are just completely insane to like, wow, that's a pretty tight riff. They have a monster sound on guitar. They really do. I think the opening track with the opening riff to Limerent Death, it's just like, wow. You know, that riff just sounds big. It sounds beefy. It's awesome. Yeah, I think it's great. And I have to say, another standout track to me is the track Fugue. It's pretty much all electronic, kind of, but I didn't expect that at all. I was like, this is cool. This is really cool, and it's well done. You know, the pacing of this album is fantastic, I feel. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about what is possibly the final Dillinger Escape Plan album. Hey man, if they go out with a bang. That's what they just did. They're Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl and then just saying, see ya. You know, it's cool. And what else excites me, while I will be sad, and a lot of people will be, when the Dillinger Escape Plan finally calls it quits, these guys are all so talented. Greg, Ben, all of them. They're so talented that if they go elsewhere, you know, you gotta follow them, because they're just so talented and creative. You know, they could all just keep coming out with awesome music still, and that's cool. That's really exciting to think about as well. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. Dillinger Escape Plan with Dissociation. Go check it out. It's an awesome album. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.